Welcome to Cue the Real. I'm your host, Lindsay Brand. I manifested the life of my dreams and was living the high life until I was fired in the middle of a health crisis. That moment flipped everything and rewrote my life. Through my journey, I found my way back to a different high life, one deeply aligned with what I truly desire. I've learned how to navigate stuck spaces, and now I'm here to show you how to turn life's chaos into opportunity. Welcome to the show. Today we're talking about one of the most overlooked energies in manifestation and one of my personal favorites, expectation. More specifically, the difference between hope and knowing. Hope says, I wish this would happen. Knowing says, it already is. Once you understand the difference, your entire approach to manifestation will change. When you stop chasing outcomes and start aligning with them. In this episode, I'll walk you through how to move from hoping to knowing and what that energetic shift feels like in real life. I also have a story that really brings this to life. It started with an email from a recruiter at MasterCard that I thought might change everything. Let's cue the real. When I was first trying to break into the sustainability world, I got an email from a recruiter at MasterCard about a position they thought I'd be great for. It was the first real sign that someone saw me as qualified for the kind of work I wanted to do after finishing my master's degree, and honestly, it gave me a lot of hope. I talked about this in episode 4, Manifesting While Stuck in a Job You Hate, when I shared how that email was the start of the momentum that eventually got me out of a job I hated. But deep down, I knew that job wasn't actually for me. The interviews felt off, the people felt off, and the day after one of my interviews, I noticed that same person I spoke with had already reposted the job on their page on LinkedIn. That was my sign. Still, I decided to ride the wave. I stayed open, I did my best in interviews, but was still clinging to the result out of desperation because I wanted to get a different job so badly. I kept checking in with the recruiter every week or so and could tell things were just not right for me. Then, shortly after, another opportunity appeared. This time it was for a role where I had a good inside connection, and from the start, I knew it was for me. I wasn't checking my email every 5 minutes. I didn't stress over interviews or second guess the salary I asked for. It all felt right and aligned. That's when I learned the real difference between hope and knowing. Hope kept me waiting for something to prove itself to me. Knowing allowed me to move through the process with calm certainty because deep down, I could already feel it belonged to me. This also happened in the job I went to after. I saw it advertised and told my spouse, this is it. This is the one that I've been waiting for. Just give me 30 minutes to apply and we can go do that thing we're going to go do, but I need to do this first. I know it. And I got that job too. That's the difference between hoping something will happen and expecting it as if it already has. Hope comes from a place of lack. It says, I really want this, but I'm not quite sure it's possible. Knowing is completely different. It's quiet, it's grounded, it doesn't chase or beg or try to force anything into place. When you're in the energy of knowing, you're relaxed. You stop needing proof because you already trust what's on the way, and you naturally act from the version of you who has it, and that's exactly what aligns your outer world to match. Think about the last time you were waiting for something you felt unsure about. You probably checked your phone constantly, reread your emails, replayed conversations, and looked for signs that it was quote-unquote working. That's the energy of hope. It's restless and always searching for proof. Now think about a time when you've known something was meant for you. Maybe a person, a job, a move, or another big life decision. You weren't overthinking it. You didn't have to convince yourself. You were just clear. You knew it was already done. That's the energy of knowing. So when you're manifesting, the question isn't, how do I get what I want? It's how do I shift into the version of me who already has it? Because the second you start expecting instead of hoping, your energy stops asking and starts allowing. Expectation has its own energy. It's not something you have to chase or force, like I said. It's quieter than that. It hums underneath everything, almost like a steady heartbeat. When you're in that type of energy, things start aligning in ways that feel effortless, like life is already preparing space for what you know is coming. You can feel the difference in your body. Hope is light but restless. It's the flutter in your chest when you're waiting for a sign, or the tightness in your stomach when you keep refreshing your inbox, hoping something will finally change. Knowing feels grounded. Your shoulders are relaxed, your breathing is chill, you move through your day with this subtle calm because your body already feels what your mind can't see yet. It's the opposite of pretending to be confident and forcing positive thoughts. It's a quiet sense of peace that comes from trusting your gut, from recognizing that gentle pull inside that says, this belongs to me. And when you move from that place, everything starts responding differently. So the next time you're waiting for something to unfold, pause and notice which energy you're in. Are you hoping it works out? Or do you already know it's on its way? Your body will tell you. Hope feels like waiting for permission, and knowing feels like peace. When you start living from that peace, you'll notice that what's meant for you doesn't need to be chased. It simply arrives right on time. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who's been stuck in the space of thinking. It helps the show reach more people who are ready to align with what's already theirs. Thank you so much for listening to Cue the Real today. I really hope this helps all of you go inward and trust your feelings and your instincts and lean into them. Remember, the energy of expectation isn't loud or showy. It's quiet. It lives in the certainty that what's meant for you can't miss you. Until next time.